All right. So recently, about 2 days ago, Giant Freaking Robot and several other sources have been reporting that Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen are going to star as Force Ghosts in the new Daisy Ridley Star Wars movie. I just wanted to come on and talk about that for a minute. And also, Giant Freaking Robot is a very trusted source. They've got a lot of things correct in the past with their predictions and with their leaks and whatnot. So I believe this is quite true. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and read the actual article that they shared about it because I think this is cool. Anytime you're bringing back Hayden, I'm just absolutely for it. So the exclusive title is Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen are Ghosts in Daisy Ridley's Ghost movie, and I believe the rumors say that this movie is supposed to be coming out in 2025. That seems very soon, considering that's only a year and a half away. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's get into it though. Star Wars fans have something new to get excited or alternately extremely mad about. Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen will appear as Force Ghosts in the recently announced upcoming installment in the franchise. According to our trusted and proven sources, and if you click on trusted and proven right here, it actually takes you to a page where there's probably close to 200 or so uh, different leaks and predictions that they are proven to have gotten correct in the past. So that I thought that was kind of cool that they added that in there. But anyways, according to our trusted and proven sources, the two actors will reprise their roles as Luke and Anakin Skywalker, respectively, in the new Daisy Ridley led movie, despite having died in previous episodes. Of course, Star Wars being what it is, both Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen's characters have already come back from death, so why not another time? We previously broke the news that Lucasfilm was changing back Daisy Ridley's Rey was bringing back Daisy Ridley's Rey for a new film some months ago, which was later confirmed by other sources. We have also reported that Kathleen Kennedy has said that the new film will take place about 15 years after the rise of Skywalker, with Rey attempting to rebuild the Jedi Order and apparently messing everything up. As such, it would make sense that Mark Hamill, who has some experience in failing at bringing back the Jedi, and Hayden Christensen, who has significant experience in another aspect of the Jedi not being around, would appear in some capacity. That's not right. While we do not yet know whether Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen will be interacting in some capacity as Force Ghosts in the new Star Wars movie, this certainly raises the intriguing possibility of father and son Jedi face to face for the first time. Although both actors have appeared in multiple Star Wars projects over the years, they have never actually been in a scene together. Return of the Jedi's ex post facto insert of Hayden Christensen doesn't really count. Well, of course not, because they weren't actually on set together. Nor does both having a voice cameo at the climax of The Rise of Skywalker. I highly doubt they were ever in the same building to even have to do it. They probably did it at home. At the very least, the two Skywalkers might have a discussion about why the elder of the two's Force Ghosts is decades younger than his son. So, okay, so if they show if they show Hayden Christensen as his age now and then Mark Hamill as his age now, it would be Luke Skywalker as an older gentleman and 40-year-old Hayden or 45-year-old Hayden, whatever. Uh, so the age difference, and really it's supposed to be like 22-year-old Hayden, because the new canon that George made in the prequel during the prequel era, I believe, is whenever a Jedi passes away and they learn the ability to become a Force ghost. Whenever they successfully become a Force ghost, the appearance of their Force ghosts is the appearance of them when their person is most connected to the Force. When they're so strongly connected to the Force more than they ever were in their life, that's how they appear as a Force ghost. So that would be explanation as to why Luke is going to be so much older talking to his own father, who's literally half his age, if not a third of his age. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting and probably confuse a lot of people. Most recently, Mark Hamill reprised the role of Luke Skywalker in a relatively disappointing Book of Boba Fett after having first appeared via a combination of CGI, archival footage, and voice work in The Mandalorian. For his part, Hayden Christensen starred in the more critically well-received Obi-Wan Kenobi as both Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker. We're not going to get into that. As the Disney Plus breakthrough series, The Mandalorian has been slowly losing both viewership and critical goodwill. It makes sense that Lucasfilm would look for a big new project to excite fans, with Mark Hamill being perhaps the most beloved figurehead of the Star Wars franchise and Hayden Christensen's prequel films in the process of being critically reclaimed. Bringing them both back is an understandable ploy. It's nice to read something like that, because diehard fans always loved Hayden, but the general public was taught that they were not supposed to. So I like reading stuff like that. On the other hand, repeatedly bringing back deceased characters to pop in to give Daisy Ridley support can be perceived as diminishing the sacrifice of their heroic deaths. So Lucasfilm might want to tread this line carefully. We'll be happy to see Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen back, but we don't want them to get trotted out every time ratings drop. That is a catch-22, isn't it? Because we do want nostalgic stuff like that. We want stuff to tie into the prequels. That was one of the biggest issues with uh, uh, older fans, is that we wanted the sequels to tie in with the prequels and the original trilogy, and the sequels basically just 100% ignored the prequels. And I mean, that is, I think that's why we have a lot of missed connection when it comes to certain fans and the sequel trilogy. Some fans just can't get behind it, and it's understandable because we have so many years, and we have 6 movies to go by before we went into the last 7 movies. And regardless of your opinion on what you think about the sequel trilogy, whether you love it or whether you hate it or whether you can do without it or whatever, they definitely ignored basically the entire universe that we were brought up on. And I can understand why people get turned off to something like that. So bringing Hayden in and bringing Luke Skywalker in every time ratings drop, I don't agree with that. Um, but I'm also the type of person that if the story is good, if the show and the movie is good, it's entertaining, if it doesn't diminish anything in the past that we've grown to love growing up with, then I don't have a problem with it. They can give me fan service. They can do all that stuff as long as they put the work into the writing, they put the work into the research, and they put the money into the production of these shows and these movies. They have to spend on these things, not only financially, but they have to spend on these things creatively in every aspect that they can. So it's definitely an interesting concept. Yes, I agree. I don't want them trotted out every time ratings drop, but I'm also, like I said, if I will enjoy fan service as long as the story, the creativity, the production, everything is still there. Then yes, throw us in some fan service. But if you can't get those things correct to begin with, then you don't need to be trying to save face with fan service, with dropping in these characters like this. So that's just my thoughts. I believe this is the end of the article. So yes, Hayden Christensen and Mark Hamill coming back as Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghosts in the Daisy Ridley movie coming up. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, hit the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.